Today it's another Amazon return, this time a 10-meter export radio, the HS4. I'm sure somebody just didn't like it and returned it, and that's perfectly okay, but we're going to verify that everything is working the way it should be before we send this one out the door. Let's go. And just looking at it, I wonder if it's ever been taken out of the box. Programming cable, manual, mounting bracket, protective packing material of some description, radio. Okay, it got mounted. Those are the mounting cushions, whatever you want to call those things. Microphone. Well, okay, so they put the mounting stickers on, but they didn't. Oh, okay, it is open. I thought it wasn't open. Everything looks like it's a-okay, honky-dory in there. We've got 4 different screws, which correspond to the 2 holes on each side of the mounting bracket. We've got our custom power cord. Somebody's clipped the ends off of it. It's interesting. And then the microphone. All right, let's get her powered up. This is a really cool little 10-meter export radio. Looks like they took the screen peel off of it. It'll do 10 meters right out of the box, and I think it'll do 12, but there's gotta be internally some kind of switch to get it onto 10, get it onto 11, because you know what these things are actually for. I think 2 things you need if you want to work in a space like this and rapidly solve problems is, number 1, a set of automatic wire strippers. There's 1. There's 2. And then the number 2 thing is a set of these lever nuts to power pole adapters. So I just take that freshly stripped wire and shove it in there. And I take that freshly stripped wire and shove it in there. And I've got power poles down, and these are super easy to make. It's a set of power poles, some 12 gauge wire, some heat shrink tubing, and some lever nuts. And you're ready to plug this thing into power. This here is my Gable power meter, and this is gonna make short work of getting this job done. And I need to find power. Felt like power. Oh, I don't have it plugged in. There we go. Hey, look at that. Plug the power in and the power works. Kind of weird. All right, so we got it on LSB, which is also SSB. That is AM. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3, testing, 1, 2, 3. That's the 10 watt scale. Let's put it up to the 100 watt scale because this is a 40 watt radio. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. We're not showing a whole lot of power out on there, so let's look at the RF power meter, turn that up. Testing, testing, 1, 2, 3. Nice. Testing. And right up here in the corner, it'll tell you the power. Testing, swing, swing. All right, so about 30 watts on the swing. Let's do FM. And squelch. 20 watts out on FM. Testing. All right, we can get almost 30 on upper. Testing. There we go. 40 on lower sideband. Go down a little bit in the channel range. This thing's channelized. And I actually like the display. Lower. Okay, so we're pushing in the 30s on lower sideband. Upper. 36. AM, swing, bada swing, 27, 28, and then FM. Okay, so I think it's all within spec. Everything's working. There we go, 28, 310, straight out on 20 watts, no problem. USB, upper sideband. I saw 30 something there. She's looking pretty good to me. I don't know what the problem is. Let's try some reception. Turn the volume up so we can hear it. And we're on upper sideband. Testing. Yep, all right, we can hear that. And we can hear it on the ICOM 705, Kilo Mike 9 Golf for ID. All right, that's the cool part about these radios. They do so much, but they're so simple to operate. We tested the AM mode, FM mode, upper sideband, lower sideband. We tried a couple of different frequencies. We tested transmission, we tested reception, and there's a whole bunch of functions on here, but I mean, it's all solid state stuff. So it's kind of like if you get this far, most of it's gonna work. That was the RF power. I didn't even try to see. Yeah, RF power is turned up. It was turned down when we first got it. RF gain is turned somewhere in there. I think we're good to go. So this is HS4 from Retevis, repair number 1, and it's going right back out again today. I love Windows. We're going to opt out of the backup yet again. I do this every single time I boot it. Every single time. Do not want to backup. Thank you, Windows. Hey, backup is recommended. You know, when I said opt out before, I meant it. Let me skip it again. And then we need the HS4 software, which is over here in the bottom corner. And I want to set up COM port. I think it's going to be the only COM port. It is the only COM port. Okay. And then I want to read from radio. Yes, I'd like to do the thing I asked you to do. And we're reading. And this radio says, PC, as in connected to the PC. Runtime error overflow. Uh-oh. Yay. Let's do write to radio. Maybe there's something wrong in the radio's config. Frequency band type is wrong. No. Select frequency band. Sure, let's do 24 to 30. All data will be cleared. Fine. Write to radio. Yes, I want to continue. And we're writing. And we say PC again. Write data completed. That worked. So now it should only have one channel in it. Read. Yes, I'd like to read. And we're reading. And we're reading. And we read just fine. All right, factory reset time, just to see if we can get past all of that mess and get a good clean read with actual real channels, because I don't want to send this thing out with one total channel. That'd be a boring radio. It says hold down the function and the scan keys at the same time, followed by powering on the radio, and it said R end. Do we have more channels? No, and that's not even the one that we programmed in. Let's do that again. We did it wrong. Oh, I want to do background and channel reset. So it's function and emergency keys, because we have two different reset procedures. Okay, where is the function? There's function, and there's emergency, and then turn it on, and it says 22 band. Press and hold the function key again. Press and hold, I only pressed. Res, rend, and that should be good. Turn it off. Turn it on. Okay, we've got channels back. That was crazy. Read from radio. Yep, I'd like to do the thing I asked you to do, and we're reading. And she says PC read. Are we going to hang up and lock up this time, or are we going to get a full read? Read data completed. That worked. All of our channels are back. Let's write them just to be 100% sure. And we're good. No, I don't want to save it. I don't care. I don't care. It's all just factory default data anyway. This is the Retevis Ailunce HS4 radio. It is a 10-meter export radio, and we've got a data port and a speaker port and a public address port on the back, as well as regular coax and power. Big old speaker on the bottom, and a whole bunch of stuff on the really cool looking front end. Kind of has that CB looking vibe to it, and there's a reason for that. I will leave a link in the description down below where you can get whatever radios I get in on repair or resale and need to get back out the door, because I live in an RV, in case the curved ceiling didn't give it away, and I don't have room to store all this stuff, so it must go. If you see anything you like, shoot me an email, temporarylyoffline@gmail.com, and I will get you all the information you need in order to send over payment and get one of these radios in your hot little hands. This one is already sold to somebody, so I had to check it out and make sure that it worked well, up to spec, up to TO spec. If you want to see my review on this radio, I will leave a link right over here for you. Thanks for being awesome. I'll see you over there.